Hello and welcome back. If you are new, I suggest going and watching the first video of this selfie because it is very helpful. And if you're not new, then hello. Welcome back, guys. This is a book overview of the Selfie. Over 600 pages long. You can purchase it at Amazon, Lulu, or any bookstore around you. Barnes & Noble. That's the only bookstore that's around me. But yeah, my aunt asked me to my aunt asked me to do this video, and I was like, of course, like, I would love doing this. Best teen developing book ever. Helped me so much. So, without further ado, let's get started on session 2. That rhymed. So, we're going to start today at our figures. Now, this is where a little self-consciousness goes, but, it's just you, hopefully, like, it's just you. If not, you're doing it with your friend, and I hope that you're comfortable with each other. But if not, do it in your spare time when you're all alone. So, yeah. So, my figure type is more like a slim figure rectangle shape. There are 4 basic figures, and if I'm looking down, it's the directions that I'm reading to you guys. There are 4 basic figures, and your body falls into one of the categories by looking at these types. So there's the first one, which is, I can't read backwards, balanced hourglass shape. Then there's the pear triangle shape, the slim figure rectangle shape, and the T-shaped wedge shape. So the balance is a slight slope to narrow shoulders, hips in line to bust, nicely shaped thighs, and small defined waist. The pear shape is narrow shoulders, hips wider than bust, large thighs, and very defined waist. Slim figure is narrow shoulders, narrow hips, thin thighs, slight curve in waist. T-shape is wide shoulders, narrow hips, medium-sized thighs, and slightly defined waist. I hope that helps. Now that you know your figure type, I suggest writing it down on the same pad where you wrote all your measurements for your body parts. So with that out of the way, we're going to do skincare, which is very helpful to most girls. You should have you've washed your face before starting the session, and if it's now in its normal state, so that it'll be able to determine your skin type. If not, make sure you wash your face, and then, because if you wash your face tends to get very different rather than an hour. So I suggest, if you haven't, washing your face and waiting like probably like 30 minutes to an hour so your real skin comes out. You want to dab your face with a tissue and pay attention to the T-zone, which is right up here, and then save the tissue. So we're going to determine your skin tone, and this is the color that you can see on the surface of your skin, and your skin's undertone is the color below your surface. You can have the same skin color as someone, but a different undertone that can make your skin look different. So someone can be tan, and you can be tan, but they're like a darker tan than your tan, because their undertone is different. So if, for example, if you just say, you're not pale or dark, you can say you consider yourself medium. So, here's something I have for you guys that would be very helpful for people who have a trouble time like trying to find out their skin, which is this. You want to choose a well-lit area and look closely at your skin and review the ketone and description of the skin tone chart. And decide from the description and ketone what category your skin best matches, and record your findings. For people like me, I'm biracial. I'm half white, half black, and it's hard because kids like me have a really hard time, especially girls have a really hard time finding like makeup, because our skin's really specific. Like if we go a shade lighter, then we turn orange, but if we go a shade darker, we look like midnight. So it's really, really hard for girls like me to find their foundation color or just any skin tone care, because our skin is so sensitive. So I consider myself an olive. I've been told by many makeup artists, oh, you're definitely an olive. Some people just say you're dark brown or medium, and I'm like, I'm all over the place, but I consider myself an olive color. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So make sure you record your findings after you find out what skin tone you are, and also finding out the skin tone chart. Next is your vein test, and perhaps the easiest way is to check the color of your veins if your veins look blue. If you have a cool undertone, and if they look green, you have a warm skin tone. If you can't tell, you're neutral. So my veins are really blue. There's no veins around my face area, but my arms, yeah, you can definitely see that my veins are really easy to find. Yeah. And this is the skin undertone chart that I have for you guys. Again, my apologies. My dog decided to lay on the papers, so they're all wrinkled. I apologize. So, this is the skin undertone chart. You're either cool or warm. So, I have papers all over the place. Now we determine your skin type, and your skin is normal to you, but in order to care for your skin, we need to put in words the type of skin you have. So these groupings are skin categories. Knowing your skin type is an important step in knowing how to treat your skin and what products to use. Sorry, I'm having trouble speaking English today. It's much easier to decide what type of skin you have than it is to determine the tone of your skin, but both play an important role in making the right choices for makeup and skincare products. Skin falls into 5 types: normal, oily, dry, combined, and problem. So, normal skin shows oil nor flaky skin. It should feel supple and smooth. If you have it, consider yourself very lucky, because you guys barely get breakouts. Your skin is never oily. A deer just ran across my street. Anyway, so, yeah, if you have normal skin tone, you're extremely lucky, because your breakouts and your rashes and your oily skin doesn't happen. So, if this is your skin type, normal, then make sure you mark it down. Oily skin is characterized by the grease on the tissue. It is also a common for a person with oily skin to have large pores and shine. I have oily skin very badly. I can't go an hour without having like oil in my creases on my nose or on my cheeks. It's horrible. My skin is so oily, and I have blackheads all over my nose because of how oily my skin is. So, if this is you, make sure you mark it down. And I'm sorry. If you have dry skin, you may feel taut or show flakes of dead skin. It is also associated with small pores. Moisturizing is important for this skin type, because moisturizing will, like, your skin craves water. Your skin loves water. It needs water. And if you have dry skin, your skin wants water so badly, and it can't get it. So moisturizing is key for dry skin. Next is combination skin, And this is the most common, and it it has traits of all three of the skin types. Usually the skin is oily on the T-zone and normal to dry elsewhere. I also think this is me because even though my skin might get oily sometimes, like all over, when immediately after I dry my face, it gets so dry. Like, I'll like dab my face dry and it's not smooth, it's like really dry. But my skin is definitely not normal because I have scars from all my pimples. So if your skin is combination skin, make sure you mark it down. And also, what problems does your skin have? There are usually 2 problem categories that your skin may fall under, as well as your skin type. These 2 categories are sensitive and acne-prone skin. So, sensitive skin is if you have sensitive, your face reacts easily to regular skin products. And this means that, when you use regular skin products, your face will get red, itchy, or a rash could come from this. This is so me. If you have, sensitive skin, make sure you don't use anything too harsh on your skin, such as face washes that are based on smell. Sensitive skin does not go good with face washes that are like, oh, try this face wash because it smells super good. Like, it doesn't say like it clears your pores or anything. Like, maybe it does, but I remember seeing this commercial. It was a pomegranate face wash, and everyone had it. Like, the smell was so good, and I was like, I need to get this. So I bought it, and then 2 days after using it, I noticed I had like dry skin everywhere, and I started getting a rash. And I was like, Mom, why is this happening? And she was like, because you want to avoid any face wash that is based on good smell, because it's just so harsh on your skin, especially for sensitive skin people. So if sensitive skin is you, make sure you mark it down. And next is acne prone skin. And even if you're not a teenager, you may still get pimples or acne, especially if you have oily skin type. And if you have acne prone skin, look around for a good acne product. What was I gonna say? Yes. Even though I have sensitive skin, it's so hard for me to find a good face wash that works because I have sensitive skin, so I need to try something out. But if it doesn't work, then my face gets oily, and then I start breaking out. So it's so bad. Oily skin is so challenging. So if you have acne-prone skin, make sure you mark it down. And as you're beginning to see, there are distinctions in each individual, and no person is perfect no matter than another, nor is one more special because of these attributes. Written by my aunt. I love her so much. It's how you work with what you have, and it'll make a difference in the world, and you're you. The same is true for your face, and face comes in a variety of shapes that fall into 8 categories of shapes. You need to determine the shape of your face, which will require you to sit down in front of a mirror and look closely at the image and stares back at you. So basically, you're having like a staring contest with yourself. So make sure you're standing in front of a mirror, like a hand mirror, like this. So step 1, have you removed all traces of makeup? If not, wash your face thoroughly, I can never say that word, so that you have no makeup traces whatsoever. Step 2, sit in front of a vanity mirror or something similar in a well-lit area and make sure that there are no shadows falling on your face as you look into the mirror. Step 3, be sure that the chair is comfortable and the proper height for the table. You need to be able to look directly into the mirror without raising or lowering your head. Step 4. Take a wide headband or scarf and fasten it around your head so that it completely covers your hair and ears. As you look into the mirror, you should now see the outline of your face. So you want to like cut out your whole face, and no hair should be seen, your ears shouldn't be seen. Next, you're ready to begin. And study the outline of your face carefully and try to determine the shape you envision as you look at your face. This is like a face shape chart. It's like, it compares like my face